Did you like my dramatic opening? This is it, friends, the final episode of Better News Daily. This will be the 68th video in this series. Wow. You might be wondering, why are there 68 videos when there are 66 books in the Bible? If you remember, we did 2 special episodes for Easter that weren't part of the choosing a book on the randomizer thing. So that's how we got to 68. Anyways, can't celebrate too early. We still have one last book of the Bible to look at today, and it is the book of Proverbs. And this is actually a really good ending book. I was worried that we were going to end up with some really random, obscure thing to explore for the last video, but Proverbs is a wonderful dose of wisdom to wrap things up with. I have a phrase that I want you to remember today. Enough is enough. Now, when you hear that, you probably think of someone reaching the end of their patience, like a pot finally boiling over. Someone has put up with a lot and finally yells, "Enough is enough." But that's not the meaning that I'm intending. Have you ever felt that you just didn't have enough of something? You didn't have enough money, didn't have enough energy, didn't have enough time, didn't have enough help. We could list dozens of categories here, but have you ever felt that you didn't have enough? I have, and I bet you have as well. In fact, if you're American, statistics would show that you likely thrive on this feeling. Our stress levels are off the charts. Our work hours grow and grow. Our spending for more and more stuff never ends, which means that our credit card debt is just astronomical. All of this comes down to a desire to have more. Psychologists root this problem in something called a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset. This is where you focus on the areas of your life where you just don't have enough. The author Lynn Twist puts it this way in her book, The Soul of Money. This quote is kind of long, but it's super good. She writes this: "For me, and for many of us, our first waking thought of the day is, I didn't get enough sleep. The next one is, I don't have enough time. Whether true or not, that thought of not enough occurs to us automatically before we even think to question or examine it. We spend most of the hours and the days of our lives hearing, explaining, complaining, or worrying about what we don't have enough of. Before we even sit up in bed, before our feet touch the floor, we're already inadequate, already behind, already losing, already lacking something. And by the time we go to bed at night, our minds are racing with a litany of what we didn't get or didn't get done that day. We go to sleep burdened by those thoughts and wake up to that reverie of lack." Love that phrase. This internal condition of scarcity, this mindset of scarcity, lives at the very heart of our jealousies, our greed, our prejudice, and our arguments with life. Now, I don't know about you, but I know exactly what she's talking about. Now, maybe this is just more of a problem for people of a certain personality, maybe. But I honestly think that this is just a human problem. Think about it. This goes all the way back to Eden. The original lie in the garden was, you don't have enough. You need more. And if today we live with this scarcity mindset, we will continually live parched and empty lives. Now, we could keep looking at modern day statistics, but you get the point. You see the problem. Now let me show you some wisdom from Proverbs. Contrary to common assumption, Solomon did not write everything in the book of Proverbs. The words of the verse that we're going to read are actually from a guy named Agur. And this is what he writes in chapter 30. He's saying a prayer to God. "Keep falsehood and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread." Do you see what he's asking for? He says, I don't want poverty in life, God, but I don't need riches either. I just need my daily bread. God, I just need enough. This is some really compelling wisdom for us. The challenge here is to adopt a mindset where enough is enough, where we don't focus on what we feel we need more of, but where we rest in what God has already provided. And we trust that that is enough. In many ways, materialism and consumption are the gods of this age. And followers of Jesus should not only avoid feeding into these trends, they should defy them. In a society that always craves more money, more time, more success, more attention, disciples of Jesus have an opportunity to not only be content with what they have, but to give generously of it too. I can give of my money and of my time and of my energy because I know that enough is enough. Here's the question I want you to think about today. Where do you struggle to feel like you have enough? Is there an area of your life where you wish that you just had more? And I know that you know the right answer to say is, no, I'm perfectly content. But honestly, look at what takes up most of your worrying and spending and dreaming. Are there ways that you're living from a scarcity mindset? And if so, surrender that to God. Pray that enough would be enough. Pray for contentment in your life. And to be honest, this is something that I have to work on in my own life. And I know that there are ways that I need to cut back and stop worrying and just say, enough is enough. And with that, we're done. Woohoo! Maybe I'll cut that dance out. I have been so thankful to see such a faithful group of viewers every single day. It's meant a lot to hear all of your great feedback about this series. This was a great opportunity for me during this quarantine season. I'm glad that you've enjoyed it as well. You're welcome to go back and keep rewatching videos in this series, but I also encourage you, keep diving into the Bible on your own time. There are more than just one devotional thought for each of these books and letters in the Bible. The Bible is a deep, deep well of challenging ideas, encouraging thoughts, and, sorry, can't help myself, better news. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Take care.